boys and girls. So today in your ongoing reading document, you are going to be writing a character theory about the main character in your Just Right book. So my example is in the lesson plan, and then I also wanted to talk about it with you using our Inferring About Character Traits learning progression checklist, which is also in the lesson plan because I know you can't see it very well here. I'm going to use this checklist to go back through what I wrote to make sure I included all the parts of a grade 4 response. So, my character theory. In The People of Sparks, Lena is the kind of character that acts impulsively, but does so because she cares about others. She is empathetic and considerate. So far, boys and girls, I've listed 3 traits to describe what Lena is like as a person. And now in the rest of my response, I'm going to use details from the text to explain how I know she's impulsive, empathetic, and considerate. For example, in the story, she decided to hide in Casper and Maddie's cart and go with them to the unknown city. She did this impulsively because she did not think about the consequences of this decision. She did not think about how dangerous this would be or what would happen if Maddie and Casper discovered her and abandoned her in the middle of nowhere. She decided to go with them to the city because she wanted to discover a place where her people from Ember can live. She is aware of the rising conflict between the people of Sparks and the people of Ember, and she wants to find a place where her people can live on their own. She acted impulsively because she was only thinking of helping her people. This shows that she is caring, empathetic, but also impulsive. So, boys and girls, let's look at our progression for inferring about character traits. Hopefully it's not backwards. I'm not sure how that really works on the video. But I want to look at level 4 because that's where I'm expected to be as a 4th grader. So the first part we need to look at. I wrote about how the character is complicated. He or she is more than one way, has multiple traits. So we can check that off because in my response, I wrote that she's impulsive, empathetic, and considerate. And in the beginning of my response, I just underlined that so you can see. The second part of our Inferring About Characters and Other Story Elements progression is I also wrote about what's going on inside the character, motivations and wants. So boys and girls, Lena wants to find a city or a place to live for the people of Ember. And in my response, I'm going to underline that so I can show you where that is. So, let's see. She wanted to discover a place where her people from Ember can live. So that's right here where I underlined. She wanted to discover a place where her people from Ember can live. And then the last part of a level 4 response is when I thought and wrote about a character, I showed that I knew that small actions can signal something big. So boys and girls, that means that we're writing about what the character does that shows us as a reader what he or she is like. And Lena did a lot of things. So first of all, she acted impulsively. That means she didn't really think about the consequences of her actions. She just went with Maddie and Casper. She did that because she wanted to find a city for her people. She knew that there was conflict in the village of Sparks, and she wanted to do something about it. And then I wrapped up my response by saying at the end, she acted impulsively because she was only thinking of helping her people. This shows that she is caring, empathetic, but also impulsive. I'm also going to use a different color quickly just to show you some of the sentence starters that I use that can help you in your response too. I use transitional words and phrases such as, for example, she did this because, and then I'll show you in a second. I'm just highlighting it here. She decided to go with them to the city because, let's see. She acted impulsively because, and then at the end, this shows. Okay, so in my response to show you, I just put a box in blue around for example. She did this impulsively because she decided to go with them to the city because she acted impulsively because, and then I wrapped it all up at the end with this shows. So in your ongoing reading document, you're going to make sure that you're writing about the character in your Just Right book. You're using more than one trait to describe what they're like as a person. And then you're using phrases like, I know this because, or this shows, to prove how you know your character is that way. And in the lesson plan, you can use the rubric to go back and check your work, or you could have this out in front of you as you are writing to make sure you have each part as you go. So really, to summarize what you're doing, character traits, more than one, examples, and then how you know that her actions reveal what they're like as a person. So have fun, and I will see you tomorrow.